Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are from group 8. Here I am as moderator and speaker 1, and my friend Miftahur Rizky Habibur Rahman is the next speaker as a speaker 2. And then we will discuss about how do ethnicity and language differences affect the learning, and how do gender and sexuality of issues affect the school, and what role does religion play in the school. Okay, due to my limited application in handphone, I will switch off the camera so you can see the PowerPoint here. And then next we will begin with the topic, how do ethnicity and language differences affect the learning. So here we are. How do ethnicity consists of 3 sections. Number 1 is culture differences and school practice, and the second is social, culture, and curriculum, and the next is language differences. And then you can see that culture differences and school practice is what the meaning of it. It is mean that make school decision consider background of the students. So with the administrator and the head of the school can make the policy based on the background culture of the students, because in US many background of school gather in the one place. And then culture differences is emphasized to process here mean of the learning reference to the timeless for assignment method, and why learning is preferred by the students. And then after the process, here we come with the product refers to academic outcome of the class, and product means that academic score. It is culture differences and school practice. And then the next is social, culture, and curriculum. Minority students in the US have more difficult time to adjust in living in US, include the culture based on OCBU in 1995, and we all know that students from the minority have a hard time to adjust with their environment. Sometimes with the school, the school does not support them. It is the dilemma between the minority students. Okay, but with the curriculum in US increase, it's hard for students form multicultural when they learn monocultural curriculum, because it's disconnected from their reality. And then language differences. School usually use standard English that to different culture and language very hard to adjust, and some of them also give up to their first language. It's based on communist and 2000. This is language differences, because we know that not all of the students in America use as the English is the first language. It is especially hard to the immigrant children, to the Hispanic American, Asian African American, and etc. And then the next we get to how do gender and sexuality issues affect the school. The answer is no. Gender is not affect the curriculum or affect the school. Gender expectation do not play a significant role in the education of the students, just like the book said. And there, what the teacher do, what we are the teacher do here is teachers should be aware and share equality in the being of voice of the classroom. We can see that from the gender point, how the gender and sexuality issues affect the school. We can see the example from the flute topic. Flute in the woman or girl expectation, they are from the humanity and the creativity beyond the flute. And then if the man talking about the food. They are talking about the object, they are talking about the detail, and they are talking about um, the period of the food, and something like that. So it is it is also it is it is our job as a teacher to do the right thing in the class, to the students to speak up their voice in the classroom. Do not difference them, and do the equality in the classroom. Okay, that's all for me. The next session is from my friend ini Miftahul Rizky Habibur Rahman as speaker too. Here we are. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm going to continue explanation about sexual orientation. In sexual orientation, LGBT students experience significant prejudice in schools. Then, the issue of teaching LGBT students should not be framed on the basis of supporting or not supporting a sexual orientation. The teachers have the legal and ethical responsibility for providing a safe environment and quality education for LGBT students. It means that the teachers have to avoid the discrimination in the school toward LGBT student. So how to make the safe environment and quality education for them. Next is about what role does religion play in schools. The first one is respecting differences. The student have as much of a right to not have religious belief and still feel comfortable in their public school as do students who come from religious homes. Therefore, teachers are in a key position to try to make all students sensitive to religious diversity in both school and society. It means that the student uh, have to respect about the references religion, maybe like minority religion and majority religion, so the teacher uh, has important role in this case. Next is second one is about curriculum effects. Religious affiliation may affect student perception on a variety of topic in the curriculum. Therefore, as a teacher, we have to be careful, or we could be viewed by the students, parents as meddling in family affairs where teachers don't belong. This means that religion is a fact about curriculum effects. Next one is the last one is personal belief. Teachers in today's school need to have significant knowledge about religion as well as the court decision and laws that govern the place of religion in the school. Thus, one of the responsibilities of teacher is to ensure that students enjoy the benefit of public education without feeling uncomfortable for their religious belief or lack thereof. It means that when we as a teacher we have feel a safe environment and comfortable for our belief. I think enough for our group. Back to moderator. Thank you.